Let's talk housing. I was lucky enough to be younger when renting was affordable, and that meant I got to experience the joy of living with my mates. I used to live with the OCD comic John Richardson. It was brilliant, right? Used to hide Rice Krispies in his slippers, put the forks in the knife drawer, listen to him cry at night. It was so much fun. But a lot of young people don't get to live with their mates now because rents are ridiculous. And buying a house, that's virtually impossible. Barely half of all families in Britain own their own home. Single people in London would have to save for nearly 46 years for a mortgage, and over 1 million people are waiting for a council house. We desperately need money for new homes, and yet somehow, in the middle of a housing crisis, earlier this year, we agreed to give the Queen £369 million of our money to do up Buckingham Palace. Why is she getting free money? The Queen isn't in social housing. She's not struggling with her mortgage. She's not living with her parents, having to have really quiet sex so she doesn't wake them up.
Just keep it down, Phil. Keep it down.
But I like to fuck loud. The Queen... I'm gonna hang, but I don't care. The Queen isn't renting. She's not paying through the nose for a shithole like this. Or this. Or this. I mean, look at this place. There's a shower in the kitchen. I doubt Buckingham Palace looks like that.
The Queen's not there. Philip, what do you want for dinner?
And he's just in the shower. Chicken! I feel like chicken tonight. It's insane. Last year, in order to avoid higher rents for tenants, 309 Tory MPs voted against making houses fit for human habitation. To show you just how insane that is, here is the dictionary definition of a house.
House, a building for human habitation.
They voted against a house being a fucking house! You can't change the meaning of words just to suit you. Did you eat my donut? It's not a donut, it's a future poo. You're welcome. Not only are they changing language, look at this. 123 MPs are landlords. Tories, Labour, Lib Dems, SNP, they've all got skin in the game. How can a tenant win? There's a hole in my roof. I'm going to write to my local MP. I am your local MP. This house isn't fit for a human. I know. We passed a new law. Humans aren't humans anymore. You're a mouse. The level of contempt governments can have for people is shocking. Look what Nick Clegg claims David Cameron and George Osborne said to him. I don't understand why you keep going on about the need for more social housing. It just creates Labour voters. How fucking dare you treat people like that? It doesn't even make sense. If we give poor people stuff, they'll turn against us. No, they won't. They'll be delighted. They're not going to take the keys and go, oh, Jeremy Corbyn. The whole housing situation is a mess. Theresa May has promised to spend an extra £2 billion a year on houses. And you're like, good, because as it stands, the government only builds 1% of the new homes in Britain, which means private companies are providing homes for vulnerable families, and that's why we have poor doors. Do you know what a poor door is? Right, when a company builds a big, new, shiny block of flats, they have a grand entrance at the front for the rich people, and then around the back, they have a separate entrance for the affordable homes. It's shocking, isn't it? Rich people here, scum! Use the cat flap. That's not social housing. That's social segregation. And all we hear is, we can't build enough houses. There's no money. There's no money. Bullshit. Kensington and Chelsea Council had a budget surplus of £274 million. Over 60 people died in the fire at Grenfell, and hundreds more lost everything. Do you know how much it would reportedly cost to have fire-resistant cladding? £5 grand. £5 grand. And not only did they have £274 million in the bank, but in 2015, they gave an opera group £5 million. People need sprinklers, not fucking Pavarotti. We have a housing crisis in this country. So if you're a Tory MP, a house is a fucking house. Actually, it's more than that. It's a home. It's a place to sleep and laugh and cry and love and sing and eat, and everyone needs one. And if there's money for the Queen or money in a council's bank account, then there's money to make sure something like Grenfell never, ever happens again.